yesterday was a day from hell. We have had plenty of drama and bad experiences already on Gone with the Wind, and yesterday definitely took the cake. We've been through a water spout in Pahokee. We towed this boat through the ICW. We've dragged anchor here before. We dragged anchor in the Little Basin, and yesterday's dragging anchor was by far the worst. It was just horrible, and it was so bad that I'm sorry I don't have footage of it because we had to deal with it. So last night even wasn't good. We made it far away from the boats, came out here where we thought we were safe, and threw down the anchor and over 100-foot of chain, and we still ended up dragging to where we decided to go ahead and assemble our hurricane anchor and toss it overboard. She even lost grounding twice out here when the wind shifted. So it's an 85-pound mantis too. So it's a true hurricane anchor for us. But eventually caught at some point during the night, and we stopped dragging altogether. And the wind stopped changing direction basically. So we were good at that point. And I think I got 2 hours of sleep last night after all the drama during the day. It really wasn't a fun day or a fun night for the most part. But we had learned a lot of lessons, and we did survive, and the boat didn't get a scratch on her or any other boats. So I'm grateful for that. We already have some new plans in place to prevent that from ever happening again. So we're sailing away. The weather is much calmer right now. It's not going to be the greatest actually wind to sail in because it's so calm, but I don't care. I just want to leave the anchorage. So we'll motor out and get into the channel, and we're going to sail for a little bit and find a new spot where they got some nice sandy bottoms that we can get a good grip on and relax for the night, hopefully. So, goodbye Islamorada and goodbye Barley Basin. I want to say thank you to Sailing Miss Lone Star and Cyril and Aubrey and Bianca, of course, for helping us, and y'all did a great job during the drama as well. They went sideways and lost their anchorage, and Aubrey just handled business out there in the dinghy. So y'all be safe out there, and we do hope to see you around sometime. Maybe we can buddy up and start doing some movements, but for right now we're out of here. Shawn will be back in just a moment, and we're going to we are topping off all of our batteries. We drained down the motor bank yesterday. I had one of the lessons we learned. I had the amp hours wrong in the Victron, so we knew something wasn't right because it was telling us we could do 100 to 200 amps on the throttle for an hour and a half, and really it should be warning us we have 20 minutes of that type stuff. So after an hour almost of running the motor bank, it did die, and we caught on, and we ended up switching it to our other bank, and then we were able to get out of trouble at that point. So learning lesson there for us, but so we have some things corrected. So since we drained the batteries down that low, I think it's at 26%. Once I actually corrected the amp hours is where the battery bank was at. We are running the generator to do the house stuff, and we have to use the solar in order to charge the motor banks. So we're sitting for just a little bit. We've got the boom pulled to the side some, or the main is actually up there, so we have it candy caned a little bit, so we're not throwing too much of a shadow on there, so we're not charging as fast as we normally do when we wouldn't have had the main up because we were preparing to sail. We're 30 minutes away from leaving yesterday when that storm hit, so it is what it is, and we managed, we survived, and we learned, most importantly. So today we're not playing no more. We're getting out of here, out of this anchorage, and we're gonna go enjoy a little bit of sailing life. It's gonna be nice. This is our first time charging with the main attached to a boom, and we're getting pretty good readings right there on those watts. I mean, we only have 1300 watts. We're getting 966, so we're not blocking too much. That's pretty awesome, because there's definitely some shade being thrown on those panels, but we're doing pretty good here. I'm liking that. There he is. Hey, baby.
I'm gonna set this propane tank over here.
Okay.
And then you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready to go sailing.
Let's do it.
Our planned route was to leave Barley Basin, traveling less than 10 miles down to the lower Matacumbe Key to anchor near White Marlin Beach, which I inaccurately refer to as Calusa Cove. Navionics shows at 3 miles per hour, it should take us around 3.5 hours to arrive at our chosen destination for the night.
This is us. We're facing the right way. We're going to those outer ones.
Right.
Right? So we want to go that way. We go between the markers. We do a long shot.
Okay.
Our final preparations before we move Gone with the Wind always include discussing our planned route on the tablet, grabbing our sun protective gear, and most importantly, connecting to our Bluetooth Victron Connect app. Since we have an electric motor, we not only use the app to monitor our battery bank life, but also to monitor our amp draw, which acts as a throttle gauge for us since our motor doesn't use an RPM gauge. We also check down below, making sure the chain locker is clear and we are ready to raise the anchor.
Keys on, go forward. How many amps?
20.
Okay.
Remember what I said about the steering, right?
I'm doing that.
Throttle and then turn.
I am. See, we're turning.
And then let off the throttle. Like you just want to give it a little whoom.
Okay.
Very minimal. Alright. We're loose.
Okay.
Anchors, I'm just letting the mud come off of it. So just cruise us at like 15, 20.
Okay. Head straight.
Yeah, head straight. Alright.
We're free. We're leaving Islamorada.
This busted up anchorage.
We just pulled up the anchor. We're doing 1.5 miles per hour right now. We're about to hoist the head sail and see what type of speed we get with that. Once we get out into the open water just a little bit more, we'll probably hoist the main as well. I'm excited. We're on our way. We're doing big things. He's working. All right.
Sweet little beam reach.
There we go. Ah, it's gonna be beautiful. Okay, yeah, we're tied off.
Dog it off, dog it off.
Okay. Nervous.
Pull the rope. How fast are you going now?
We picked up a half a mile an hour. We're doing 1.9. We were at like 1.5, so we picked up 0.4.
Bye, Islamorada. Bye, gnarly little Barley Basin. We will not miss you. Alright, we have the head sail up, no mainsail, and we are motoring just a little bit, so I don't know if you can see the amps as well. There we go. About 18 amps, 2.2 miles an hour. Yeah, it's gonna take us a long time to get there. 4 hours. So we're gonna put up the main, go a little bit faster, turn off the motor hopefully, and yeah, and get to Calusa Cove.
There you go. Dog it off. okay. Let this one out, it's gonna fly
It's perfect. Picked up a little bit of speed. We've got both the head sail and the mainsail out. Doing almost 3 miles an hour. That makes me happy. It's not fast, but it's fast enough.
We're moving out of harm's way into new adventures.
Yeah.
Take a peek at that solar field.
Our sailing remains up. We're only getting 270 watts, 7.4 amps in.
How much shadow is that sail throwing on our stuff?
Hold on, I'll look in just a second and try to figure that out.
Be sure to hold on.
We're losing pretty much half of the other side. Almost all that's gone. We're running off of 2. Left side still totally unshaded, it looks like. You just keep an eye on your crab trap on the right.
Thank you. Man, looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Our planned route was under 10 miles and should have taken us about 3.5 hours to complete. However, since we wanted to sail and not just motor, things changed. With the winds at 5 miles an hour or less and coming directly from the direction we wanted to sail, we had no choice but to tack our way through the Barley Basin, and it ended up taking us an hour and a half just to get to the channel markers barely 2 miles away. Now we have to go with Plan B. Thanks for watching Big Easy Sailing. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and leave a comment below. A huge thank you goes out to Precision Sails. Click the link in the description below if you'd like more information about Precision Sails, their ordering process, or to get a quote for new sails. Our crew members keep the videos rolling. Merci beaucoup. If you'd like to join our crew, click the Patreon link to find out how. As always, you can stay current with our adventures on Facebook and Instagram. We hope you continue to watch our adventures as the fun has just begun. On our next video, we continue on our first sail with our new Precision Sails down to White Marlin Beach. Thanks, y'all. Look at this water. That's scaring the crap out of me.